Live from CBS4, your News at 5 starts right now.
And it is Blue Friday as the hometown team gets ready to face the New England Patriots for the first time since the AFC Championship. Are the Colts ready to win?
What would you do if you got a $650 water bill? In this town, the residents are fighting back. I'll tell you how.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for CBS4 News at 5. I'm Bob Donaldson.
I'm Debbie Knox. A robber dressed up like a superhero robbed the same store 4 times in 6 days.
He won't be robbing it anymore. That's a thanks in part to a real hero who was at the store during the last robbery. CBS4's Jake Miller is live outside the Marion County Jail with the details. Hi, Jake.
Yeah, hi, Bob, Debbie. Now, Iron Man is actually behind iron bars this weekend. His bond hearing is set for Monday. Bruce Hill is accused of robbing an Eastside Dollar General store at least 4 times, and each time wearing an Iron Man mask. But on Wednesday, Iron Man's scheme was foiled thanks to a real-life hero.
My training kicked in and I got to go to work.
Chris Sambrata had just arrived at the Dollar General at 16th and Emerson Wednesday afternoon to provide armed security. A few moments later, Iron Man showed up.
And I look over at the entrance of the door, and you can see a man wearing an Iron Man mask walking through with his hands in his pockets. They've informed me that he's been armed before, so I took the appropriate action at the time.
The suspect tries to leave through one door, gets knocked back, then uses the other door and takes off. Sambrata was not allowed to go after him, but returned to the store and police were called.
We waited for the police to arrive so we could give our report on the incident.
Officers searched the area and found Hill shortly after. And based on the information given to them by Sambrata, Hill was arrested.
And even with the mask on, Chris was able to give enough descriptions due to scars on his body that they can go out and actually apprehend the guy a mile down the street.
Makes me feel great. Really glad that I can continue helping and getting another criminal off the streets.
Sambrata is an Indiana National Guard soldier, an Iraq War veteran, and works for PH3, which stands for Purple Heart 3, which provides security for the Dollar General store.
I'm proud of Chris. The way he handled it is professional.
PH3 is a veteran-owned business that employs veterans, including those that were injured in combat.
I've been very fortunate in that, finding a new family here.
You might be out, but you're still serving.
Now, an Iron Man mask even fell from Hill's jacket when he was being arrested by police. He was formally charged today with 4 counts of robbery and 1 count of armed robbery. Like I said, his bond hearing is on Monday. Now, PH3 tells us they're always looking for qualified veterans to employ. If you're interested, head to our website, cbs4indy.com. That's the very latest downtown. Jake Miller, CBS4 News.
Jake, thank you. New at 5, 3 people pistol whipped during an armed robbery this afternoon at a Northwest Side grocery store. Police say 4 men wearing hoodies entered the El Toro grocery store near 40th and High School Road. The armed suspects demanded money from the cash register, but there was an apparent language barrier. That's when police say the robbers started taking cash from other customers inside. We spoke to an employee who was inside the store when this all went down.
They said that they need to lay down to the floor. They heard the cashier and they said she needs to open the drawers. They were looking everywhere for money. They took everything they could.
The 3 injured victims were taken to St. Vincent Hospital in good condition. The 4 gunmen were last seen running north. An undisclosed amount of cash was taken from that register. Detectives are currently in the process of reviewing surveillance video.
Just 1 day after a shakeup in leadership at the Marion County Jail, police look for an inmate who escaped yesterday. Jessica Stringer pretended to be someone else and walked out of the jail. She had been arrested for possession of meth and drug paraphernalia last month. If you see her, call police. Metro Police are asking for your help to find a missing 77-year-old man. John Jonas was last seen on Indy's east side yesterday afternoon. He walked away from the Golden Living Center on East 21st Street. He's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia along with heart and lung disease. If you see him, call 911.
And new at 5 o'clock, a fire in Rush County. This burned a field near Arlington, just off Highway 52. 5 fire departments were called out since it was windy today and conditions are pretty dry. At this point, firefighters are putting out hot spots.
Well, get ready for the big chill because you are certainly going to feel it tonight. John's in for Chris with more details on the forecast.
Yes, it's a dry air that didn't help with the fire. That's going to lend temperatures to fall pretty quickly once the sun sets. We do have some wind gusting across the area, which also makes for some dangerous fire conditions across the area. In fact, I wanted to show you the visible satellite image. If you look closely, you may see one little blip popping up right here. I'm going to zoom in a little closer to it. Notice it's in Rush County, just to the west of Rushville. I'll help point it out here with the big yellow circle. I believe that is the smoke plume from that field fire we were just talking about to the west of Rushville, as we've got west-northwesterly winds helping blow this off to the south and east. Winds are still gusting as of this hour, 20 to 25 miles per hour, and will continue to do so until the sun begins to set, and then we'll start to see the winds backing back down. Temperatures quite a bit cooler than they were yesterday at this time. We're talking in the order of 9 to as much as 15 degrees cooler, meaning temperatures currently sitting in the upper 50s up towards Peru and Lafayette, 55 degrees in Muncie. We've got 60 degrees right now in Indianapolis, so not too bad with lots of sunshine. Lower 60s from Bloomington to Shelbyville. A freeze warning is in effect from 3 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for all of central Indiana, as temperatures will be getting down into the upper 20s to lower 30s. We'll have more details on exactly how cold coming up in a few minutes. For the rest of this evening, though, 56 degrees at 7 o'clock, 48 by 9, 44 by 11. Again, we'll talk about how cold tonight and a cool weekend in store for us. The details coming up.
All right, John, thank you. Remember, you can get the forecast anytime with the Indy Weather Authority app. It's free to download for your smartphone.
An update on an armed robbery overnight. 3 teen suspects are in custody, one still on the run. The robbery happened around 2 a.m. on the northwest side on North Rybolt. Officers say the suspects left in a stolen car. That car was spotted near 71st in Michigan. The suspects led police on a chase. When officers stopped the driver, they were able to catch 3 of the teens. The driver got away. The car was stolen 3 days ago and returned to its owner.
The police called me, they found my car. I just feeling really happy for finding my car. And it's a big surprise for me because they doing a very good job, because it's only 3 days ago somebody stole my car. So I just feel really happy for the job that the police doing.
Again, police are still looking for the 4th suspect and ask anyone with information to come forward.
Well, new at 5 o'clock, residents of one central Indiana town say enough is enough when it comes to their water bills. People in Greentown are paying hundreds of dollars a month, so much that some of them are actually moving out. CBS4's Jill Glavin shows us their push for a solution.
I was here over the summer in Greentown when they started to raise these water rates. Now residents say it's gotten so bad they needed a petition to fight back.
I freaked because I didn't know how I was going to pay for it.
That was Donna Hewitt's reaction when she got this bill in the mail, $650 for water and sewer.
Can't afford $700 water bill. Nobody can. Not on a fixed income.
She's still not sure why it's so high. The town thinks maybe an outside spout was turned on, but her problem is not unique. All across Greentown, water bills are going up. $200 a month has become the norm.
Yeah, it's not fun when you get a water bill that's almost half of your mortgage. People are crying and you know, I don't know how I'm going to do this. They're going to shut my water off.
Trustee Troy Beachy is getting those calls weekly, and here's why. 2 years ago, the town put in a new sewage system and raised rates 80%. Then this summer, they raised water rates an additional 56%. I talked to Council President Scott Dio at the time.
We aren't in a unique situation. Many small communities in Indiana that have a smaller customer base struggle to be able to maintain the appropriate funding to properly maintain the utility.
Which is why Beachy and Hewitt got together to start a petition calling for the town to see if private company Indiana American Water would step in and buy them out before there are no residents to pay the bills at all.
It's going to be a ghost town. It keeps going like this.
They hope they've gotten their wish. Dio called Indiana American Water and they agreed to come in to do an appraisal. But until it's set in stone and she sees real change in her bill, Hewitt says she'll have to keep watching every drop of water she uses, even if it's not pretty.
We don't flush the toilet all the time, only when we do a number 2. Can't afford it.
If all goes as planned, the town council should be signing off and letting that water company come in to take a look next week. Reporting in Greentown, Jill Glavin, CBS4 News.
Well, today we got our first official look at the woman accused of stealing a police car. Heather Johnson faces charges now of escape, auto theft, resisting law enforcement, and theft. Police took her into custody outside the Walmart on Pendleton Pike yesterday afternoon. She was handcuffed and seat belted inside the car, but somehow managed to get into the driver's seat and drove off. Police say she went about a mile, then ditched the car and called her family. Family, though, turned her into police. We are officially in the Colts Blue Zone, and it is Blue Friday as we count down to the biggest matchup so far this season.
By now, you know the Colts face the Patriots on Sunday for the first time since the AFC Championship game. Indy Sports Central's Mike Berman joins us now with a preview. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys. I would hope that everyone knows it's Patriots week. I'd be concerned for them if they didn't, yeah. Hey, thank you, Matt Hasselbeck. That's what Colts fans everywhere are saying after the backup quarterback led the team to 2 straight wins with Andrew Luck on the sideline. But there's no questioning this. Luck gives the Colts an infinitely better chance to upset the Patriots on Sunday night. And it's looking infinitely more likely that Luck will be back on the field. Okay, maybe not infinitely more likely. Let's go with significantly more likely. Today, for the first time since injuring that shoulder against the Titans, number 12 was a full participant in practice. His official status for Sunday's game is questionable, but even Chuck Pagano admitted there's a, quote, good chance he's back in uniform.
Every single day, Stephen, he's gotten better, so he's obviously as close as he's ever been. I think it's pretty much like riding a bike, I hope, right? He's got a few snaps under his belt, so I think he'll be fine.
Guys, Luck said on Wednesday, I'm pretty darn close to where I want to be. Jim Irsay, of course, said yesterday, I see him as being a go on Sunday as long as there's no problems before the game. And now you take Pagano's comments into effect. I think if we don't see the Colts sign a quarterback, a la Josh Johnson, someone like that, tonight or tomorrow, I think that's a clear sign Luck's ready to go for Sunday.
He looks pretty good. All right, thank you very much, Mike.
You got it.
Excitement for the game started this morning when ESPN's Mike and Mike show broadcast live from Lucas Oil Stadium. The hosts asked fans to join them for the show. The gates opened at 5 a.m.
We're looking for a great crowd. Obviously, a lot of enthusiasm whenever you have a national radio and TV show come to Indianapolis like this.
Colts cheerleaders were also at Lucas Oil Stadium for the party this morning, and the first 500 fans arrived, got a free Colts car flag.
And kickoff between the Patriots and the Colts scheduled for 8:30 p.m. this Sunday at Lucas Oil Stadium. New England is undefeated so far this season. And remember, CBS4 and Fox 59 are the home of the Colts. Check out our lineup of special Colts coverage. Sunday morning, catch Colts Up Close at 8 a.m., followed by First Down with Rick Venturi, and then Colts Playbook featuring Chuck Pagano on our sister station, Fox 59. Then tune it back to CBS4 for the Colts Blue Zone at 11:30 a.m. Still to come here on CBS4 News at 5 o'clock, Neighbor Power.
It's a big event taking place tomorrow. We're getting a sneak preview today with the organizers. You'll meet them coming up later at 5:30.
Plus, there's something different this Halloween, teal pumpkins. Yes, we'll explain what they mean and how they can keep kids healthy.
And coming up, we are live at Center Grove, where we will preview our Football Friday night game of the week. The Fighting Irish traveling to the undefeated Trojans territory. A preview coming up next.